And international news about COVID-19. China's capital, Beijing, extended a mass testing drive to a further 10 districts and one economic zone yesterday. This comes after 32 new cases were reported the day before. The total caseload is minuscule compared to the hundreds of thousands of in Shanghai, which remains under lockdown. Authorities in Beijing aren't taking any chances and are racing to stamp out the transmission chain. Patrick Falk has this report.
Well, there has been a real sense of nervousness, and I think fair to say a sense of inevitability as well, that if authorities do decide to go down the road of calling for a strict lockdown, then people better be prepared. That's why there has been a bit of panic buying, even though authorities have been assuring people that there's ample supply. But if you're going to compare the situation in Beijing with what's happened in Shanghai, I mean, there have been fewer than 100 cases reported in the capital, and that's already sprung authorities into action calling for mass testing. That didn't happen in Shanghai until there were more than 1,000 cases already, and ultimately they weren't able to contain the spread of the disease in line with the zero COVID policy, and it led to these severe lockdowns that we're seeing. But the situation in Beijing is severe by all accounts as well. Authorities have said that there may be cases that have been circulating within the capital for more than a week now undetected, and this is going to really test the zero COVID policy, because if Beijing can't get ahead of it, even with this head start, then there are going to be very serious questions raised about just how sustainable this is in the long term.